Alright, so a lot of people are saying that I'm not really guiding during these videos, and I do agree. The main reason why I think that issue came up was because I had my friends in VoIP chat, um, and I wasn't really giving constant commentary and guiding people and giving my thoughts on what I'm doing and why I'm doing them during the dungeon. So I'm going to redo all the dungeons that I think I didn't really give a very descriptive guide to. So I'm going to start with Ascalon Catacombs. First of all, I'm just going to show you what my traits are and my gear. So my gear, as you can see, isn't very good. It's mostly exotic, yes, but it's the Berserker gear. So it's very glass cannon-y, I guess, if you want to say. But I make up for it with my traits. So you can see here the gear I have isn't really that impressive. It's really just any kind of gear you can get right after you hit level 80. And so here you can see my build's not very glass cannon. I have no power, I have no arms. I make up for it in these other tiers. So here I have Death from Above. This is not really necessary in this dungeon, but I mean, whatever. I don't mind it. Here, 200 toughness and crippled, blah blah blah. Basically, you get more defense when you're stunned in CC. Balance stance when you're dazed, more crowd control defense. Apply 1 second mobilize on every crippled target. So with my great sword number 4 skill, it's a cripple every time I use it. I will cripple an enemy. And the rest of the traits, there's not really much to go into detail about. I mean, increase damage for every boon you have on you. Run faster while using melee weapons, and 100% chance to rally if you kill someone while in vengeance. So if by chance you guys mess up during a fight or something, you can use vengeance and just kill a mob and then instantly rally. As for my utility skills, Banner of Defense, For Great Justice, Endure Pain, and Battle Standard. I will run these for every dungeon that I do. I find these to be the best. Endure Pain just for if you make a mistake so you don't take that much damage. Battle Standard for rezzing your allies as well as giving a large amount of buffs. And Banner of Defense to give defense to all my surrounding allies. Alright, so my armor is kind of busted, so I'm just going to repair it here. Okay. So we're going to talk to the NPC, and we're going to do routes number 3. So to Tzark's path. Now when you get down here, there will be a Graveling Burrow. Just pretty much destroy it first before you kill the hatchlings. You can use AoE to, I guess, do double damage. So here, just take out the longbow, use the F1 skill for AoE, and then the number 3 skill for Blast Finisher. Every time you use a Blast Finisher on a flame combo field, you gain might. It's area might for that combo field. So just stacking that with your banners, which act as combo finishers, is very, very useful. So personally, I don't need to use my banners when I put down a combo field because the number 3 skill on longbow acts as a combo finisher. So you can see here, boom, area might, right? And I have 7 stacks of might. However, when my elementalist friend uses his combo field, I can use my banner if my number 3 skill on longbow is on cooldown. And that will give us more might as well. As a warrior, you want to make sure that you're always bringing your banners around along with you. They're really, really awesome, and they give really great buffs to your allies. So these gargoyle heads, destroy them first. Otherwise, they will continue to damage you during this boss fight with the Spider Queen. The Spider Queen is a pretty straightforward boss fight. You pretty much just attack her and then she dies. There's nothing special that she does. So I'm just telling my allies to attack the gargoyle heads, but they're not attacking it. It's kind of annoying, but no big deal. So you might have noticed there that I had haste. The reason for that is because of the sigil I have on it. Superior Sigil of Rage, 10% chance on critical gain quickness for 3 seconds. I find that this is better than Frenzy for the most part. It's really works a lot because I crit a lot with this build, simply because of discipline. So every 45 seconds I almost immediately get the proc. It's better than Frenzy because Frenzy, you take 50% more damage while you're using it. And if you accidentally activate it at the wrong time, you can die a lot. So I prefer using this sigil on my weapons. But I mean, you can use whatever sigils you want. Whatever works best for you. So, see here, the boss is very easy. So now here there are gravelings, and there are traps up there. So what you want to do is you want to lure the gravelings out of the tunnel and out here, and then AoE them. So you can see here, 6 stacks of might. I use for Great Justice, and we have 9. Then I use my combo fields, blast finisher. I'm gonna get more stacks of might, and just keep doing that. So you can see our might just keeps going up. But this Graveling Scavenger, you can see he removes boons. So he removed all of our stacks of might. That's one of the things you want to look out for on mobs, is you want to check and see under their template what kind of abilities they have. And by doing that, most boss fights will be very, very, very simple. So yeah, now we just have this Graveling Howler to deal with. It's got an AoE howl that does quite a bit of damage, but nonetheless, it's a very simple fight. I also remember in the thread I posted in, a lot of people were saying they wanted to see melee, so I convinced everybody to go melee. The Elementalist in our group, he's using dagger, and all the Guardians are using hammer, as well as the other warrior in our group who is also using the hammer and longbow. So here there will be traps on the ground. You want to avoid them, so wait, they disappear after a while. So here we go, we're running up. So Rise didn't wait, and he died. So, and I'm being pretty silly here. So yeah, when you get up here, there are chains here. Press F, or whatever key you have to interact, and it'll disable the traps. And then you destroy these gargoyle heads. Now, sometimes there'll be a troll that spawns here. If the troll does spawn in this location, what you want to do is lure him to the boss that's up the stairs and have the two fight. You can either choose to do that, or you can kill the boss. Here my group wants to avoid the troll altogether, so they jump down to the water. So unfortunately I cannot show you guys this time, as they want to continue to speedrun these somewhat. So if you want to see what I mean by the troll thing, I will link the video in this video, so you'll be able to see what I mean. But these guys, they just want to skip it, so there's not much I can do about that. So there again, I got my quickness proc on the greatsword. So here we attack the Mesmer first. The Mesmer is very, very annoying. He reflects stuff, he dazes you, so interrupting, all that jazz. So it's best to kill him first, which is why we've targeted him first. So here, I'm going to try and res, but he's already been resed because we killed the Mesmer. I'm not sure what's going on here, but the group is not dodging properly. It's not really a big deal if you miss a few dodges, though. It gets kind of hectic until both of them are dead. Alright, so this guy, he does a pull, and then when he does the pull, immediately after he does some spin attack or dagger storm. It looks like dagger storm, and it does a lot of damage. You usually die each time he does it. So what you want to look out for is this little particle effect that he will do. So I'm just waiting for him to do it, and then I'll tell you what it is and what to look out for. Doesn't seem like he's doing it though. I suppose if you're in melee range, he doesn't do it as much. Yeah, he's not doing it. Okay, there we go. See that? There you go. So you dodge as soon as he does that, and you won't take any damage. I guess if you interrupt him, because we have a warrior with hammer here, if you interrupt him a lot, he doesn't do it as much because you're interrupting him. Pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. So you can see here how many stacks of might I have, just because I keep... There you go, so he's doing it again. I didn't dodge in time, so I used Endure Pain to block out the damage. But yeah, he's pretty much dead at this point. So there you go, dodge. See that? I evaded that time. And he's dead. So, pretty simple boss fight. Also, a really good dungeon food to use is these peach pies, because they give you regen every second. So I like to bring those for dungeons, because I don't find Magic Find or Power that useful. I already do enough damage as it is, so. Here I'm using the tonic that I got from the chest. It's kind of... So, anyways, these spiders, just kill them. They're lieutenants, I guess you can call them, silver mobs. They're pretty easy to kill. They just do a little bit of damage, not a whole lot. And there we go, cleared. So in this corridor, there are ghosts that will spawn. So just target the Mesmer first, and Necromancer. Those are the ones that you want to target first. For this dungeon, always target Necromancers and Mesmers before anything else. After those two are down, your next target will be the Elementalist, because the Elementalist casts Foe Fire, which is an AoE fire damage, and it hurts a lot. So the Necromancer is pretty much dead. I'm trying to see. I don't guess the Mesmer's dead too. And there we go. So the Elementus is the only one left. The Elementus is dead now too. So very quick and very simple. Alright, so here it's the same thing. There will be Graven Burrows that spawn all across the map. Basically all you want to do is just run to them and destroy them, while you siphon the ghost ectoplasm, or whatever it's called, from these tombstones, or I guess coffins. But yeah, this area is very simple. Make sure you target the Graveling breeders if they spawn first, because if you don't kill them, they'll just keep spawning more Gravelings. So attack the Graveling breeder first, if you see it. That is the main priority. Because if you don't kill the Graveling breeder quick enough, you're just going to have a whole bunch of Gravelings all over the map, and they will destroy these collectors that you need to defend. So the first burrow always spawns in this location. The hitbox for it is kind of messed up, so if you have axes as a warrior, I would recommend using them here. Just use Whirlwind or Whirling Axe, and that works. Or you can just keep moving around like this as a warrior with Great Sword. So see, if you keep moving around like this, you'll actually continue to hit it. But if you stand still, you won't hit it. I'm not sure what the reason is. Also, if you're in a pug group, always call out things. You can call out things very easily by targeting them. How you target things is by pressing Control plus T. That's the default way of doing it. And so here people aren't paying attention, and this is getting damaged pretty badly. I'm not sure what's going on here. But it regens, so it's fine. I'm gonna head over to this other side because they're spawning on the other side too. So there's another one spawning over here, so I'm gonna head over there. And I drop my banner here for some defense. Oh my goodness, this is not good. I don't know what's going on in this group, but people aren't paying attention. Okay, so this group's not really doing all too hot. Usually we don't ever have things get this low. So again, kill the breeders first. This group's not really paying attention and doing it though. So this is what happens when you leave the breeders to continue to spawn their little Gravelings. You just get overrun with a bunch of Gravelings. Alright, so I'm gonna go destroy these burrows. So that one's down, on to the next one. Here I'm just circling around to get as much damage on. So target this. Oh my goodness. So yeah, people aren't paying attention, that's why we lost that one over there. But it's not bad if this happens. You just have to defend one side. I'm really not sure what's going on with this group. They're not attacking the breeders at all for some reason. So again, it's not the end of the world if this happens. It's bad, but not the end of the world, because you can still do this. It'll just take a little bit longer for this event to finish if you lost one of them. So yeah, this is pretty much over. There you go. Event completed, and they disappear once you complete the event. So just grab your chest and then move on to the next area. Basically what we're going to do is just go up these stairs. Kill these spider hatchlings. And then head left and up these stairs. Well, you don't actually have to go up those stairs. I just went there because I felt like it. It's actually these stairs that we go up. Oh, the veteran spider, or lieutenant spider. This is like the weirdest mob to make into a lieutenant. It's like the smallest thing ever and has a ton of HP. It's really weird. But anyways, you go up here, take a left, go up these stairs, and here it's the same thing. You just destroy a bunch of graveling burrows again. So I think there's 5 that spawn. You just attack them. So here is the first one. This one you can actually hit with 100 blades. I'm not sure why, but maybe because it's bigger or something. But there's the first one. This ice bow is actually really strong. Oops. But yeah, just kill these gravelings. That's all you have to do in this area. Let's just kill the gravelings. And then after this, you fight the last boss in this dungeon. So this dungeon isn't really all that hard to do. My friend's linking his little dusk in guild chat to make me feel bad, or in party chat to make me feel bad. He actually bought it in the first week for 60 gold. Now, like, it's 200 gold, so. There, I just use Endure Pain to prevent myself from dying, but it looks like I'm gonna die anyways. Not a big deal. So, like, you don't really have to worry about getting downed a lot because being in down state, you take very little armor damage, if any damage at all. I'm not 100% sure if you even take armor damage. I think it's only when you literally die you take armor damage. So getting downed in these dungeons isn't that big of a deal so long as you don't die. destroy the Graveling Barrow again. And that's that. It's the last boss time. So grab your chest. I like to salvage all whites and then sell the blues and greens, but it's really up to you how you want to deal with your loot that you get. There's a weird discussion going on in guild chat. I'm not sure what they're talking about. It's like talking about rectums. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're talking about. So we just head over here. There'll be some gravelings down here. Just kill them, and then you get to the last boss. The last boss is just like any other boss, really. It's just a giant graveling that shouts. And when it shouts, it does a lot of damage. Usually, one hit kills you. So I'll explain to you how to dodge the scream and what to look for. Because like with any boss in this game, they all have different animations before they throw down like a big hit or do something crazy like that. These breeders are kind of like wolves and coyotes on steroids. You know how wolves, whenever you kill them or are about to kill them, they spawn like a bunch of stuff? Or spawn a bunch of different wolves? It's kind of the same thing here, except they spawn them whenever they feel like it, instead of before they die. So, see, there's the boss. So you can see it says seismic attacks. So seismic attacks mean when he screams, he'll do like a twirl. Like he'll hold his hands up in the air and do like a wave or something, and then he'll scream. And when he does that scream, there will be rocks that will fall down on the ground. So what you want to do is you want to kill this breeder here. This boss has really weird vision. He didn't see us there. But yeah. So this breeder is dead. Now we're going to lure the boss to us. So when he goes into the ground, he actually digs. So as soon as he pops up, dodge. Otherwise he'll knock back. And his knockback actually does a lot of damage. So we like to lure him into this room. It gives us more area to maneuver around. So that right there, he does his scream. I don't know why they were standing in front of him. And then when he does that one right there, he drops rocks on the ground. So you can see the red reticles on the ground. He drops rocks. So those are the two animations you want to look for, as well as the other animation where he digs into the ground. When he digs into the ground, he will always move towards the area that somebody else is in. So there I dodged into rocks. Wasn't very good. So here I'm telling them to, I don't know why they keep standing in front of the boss instead of just coming out here. You don't want to fight him in a closed area like that because his scream will just hit everybody. You want to fight him inside of this area, as you actually have more room to maneuver. So if this NPC is being a hindrance to you, just let him die so you can actually kill this. So there, he's dead. Now the boss will actually come out over here. So there we go. Now we can actually kill the boss. You can attack him in melee range, he just does a little swipe, that's it. So here, watch out for the rocks. And just don't stand in front of him if he's holding his like stomach or something, because that's when he does the scream. So here, dodge. So there's the scream. And again, here come the rocks. So just look at the ground below you to make sure there's no rocks near you. And this boss fight is very, very simple. See there? Just keep stacking that combo field. 25 stacks of might. That's the max amount you can hold. So there's the scream. Actually interrupted it, that was really nice. There we go. That was another nice interrupt. I'm not sure how I got killed by the scream, but yeah. It's kind of buggy, the scream that is. So yeah, this boss fight, not very hard. Standard melee range, or you can do this range too as well. It's really up to you. All the dungeons in this game you can do as melee or ranged. It's completely up to you. So here he's doing the roll again. Here come the rocks again. And there you go. You have completed Ascalon Catacombs, route number 3 to Tzark's path. And you get 15 silver from his body. Let's skip this, and I guess Garai hasn't done this before, so he's watching the story. I think this is the heritage armor. And there you go. Mission complete. Thanks for watching, guys, and please subscribe if you want to see more videos. I'll be doing more dungeons and uploading them on a daily basis unless real life takes over. And yeah, thanks for watching.